Is it possible to ask questions before we go to bed and actually receive answers in a dream? I believe it is. Ask and you shall receive, right? Today in this video, I will share a technique that I have been using in my own life when I have had a question that I wanted an answer to in a dream. So let's dive into it. Hello, everybody. A warm welcome to Wisdom from North, the Nordic platform for accelerated inner growth and empowerment. I'm Jannike, and if you're new to my channel, here is where you'll find interviews with amazing thought leaders and spiritual teachers and my own video blogs. And today I'm going to speak about how you can receive an answer to a dream. And this is actually part of a video series of 3 videos where I address dreams. Now, in order for us to receive an answer or several answers in a dream, we actually need to remember our dreams. And this is what I covered in my previous video. So you can find it in the link below or in the eye up here. And I advise that you watch that first before you go to this video. Like I talked about in my first video, we can get help from our dreams in so many ways. Not only can we receive answers in a dream, we can also use our dreams to change our state of being. And I have actually done this without being taught it in advance. Like nobody has taught me to do this, but I have been working with dreams my whole life. And to me, I've sort of just explored dreams through my intuition. And the way I've used dreams, or one way I've used dreams, is actually to change my inner state. So let me give you an example. Let's say I've been feeling very down, very low on energy. I've been having a problem that I have perhaps been fixating on that has been draining my energy. And I've just been low on energy and not feeling good. Then sometimes I have remembered to ask my dream for help. So before I've gone to bed, I've closed my eyes and I've asked the dream makers or the dream gods or dream beings or whoever who are creating these dreams, or my inner being. Like you can put whatever name you want on it and feel comfortable with. I've asked them to change my state of being. So, for instance, I've said that I want to feel better. And I ask that I wake up in the morning and that I feel energized, vital, happy. Or I've been saying that I want to feel inspiration again. I lack inspiration right now. Please let me wake up in the morning feeling inspired about my work, inspired about life, and feeling really good. And I've asked several other questions like, please heal this situation, or please heal this wound that I'm having. And it is amazing because when I've asked for that, when I wake up in the morning, I feel a difference. And at that time, when I've done this technique, I haven't remembered my dreams, but you don't need to remember your dreams if you just ask for a change of state of being, because then you sort of ask the dream world just to do the work for you. I believe it's our higher self, actually. That's what I think about. Like I ask my higher self. But I wake up in the morning and I feel different. It's like a weight has been lifted off. I feel something has been resolved during the night, not knowing what I dreamt, not knowing what actually happened. So I really believe that is possible to get answers in a dream. Now, many people feel dreams are so hard to interpret, so they give up. And I get that because it's complicated to interpret. However, I advise again that you go back to my video 1 to learn a bit more about dream interpretation, because you are always the expert on your dream. And I advise you to use your intuition. Like the dream world or the dreams, they want you to benefit from the dream, right? And the more we give attention to our dreams, the more our dreams will become clearer. You will remember more dreams. It's like they will unfold and blossom in front of you. So we need to give it some attention in order to receive something back. When we give love, we get love back, right? It's the same with dreams. So I'm going to give you an example of an answer that I got. And then I'm going to teach you the technique on how to remember a dream, which is really simple, but it works a lot of the time. Not always, but often. So I asked, how can I fix my voice? Because at that time, you who have been following me for a long time, you know that I lost my voice when I was 20 years old. And I lost it again when I was 28. And I've been a singer all my life. So it was a big thing losing my voice, right? So I was at this training camp for this show that I was going to be in, and I lost my voice completely. And I was desperate. And at that time, I didn't understand why I kept losing my voice. And before I went to this camp and before I got this role, I hadn't been singing for a long time. I didn't think about that at that moment. I just expected my voice to just be there, even though I hadn't been singing for some time. So I asked this question, like, how can my voice recover, or what is wrong with my voice? Something on the lines of that. I don't remember completely what I said, but something on the lines of that. And what I dreamt about was a gym. Like, I was in a gym exercising, and in the dream, I hadn't been exercising for a long time, and I exercised really hard, and I got so sore. I was sore all over my body because I've been practicing so hard and I hadn't been exercising for so long. So when I woke up, I thought about the answer that I had gotten, and I realized that, okay, so I went straight to the gym in the dream, and I hadn't been exercising for a long time, and I got totally sore and I couldn't walk. I was hurting all over my body. So obviously, I had been misusing, or I had been working out too hard because the muscles weren't trained enough for that sort of workout that I did that day. And I realized it's the same with my voice. My voice is a muscle. When I sing for 6 hours straight and I haven't sung for a couple of months, it's not strong enough to handle that. Maybe for other singers, I know a lot of singers where this is not a problem. That's probably why I thought that my voice could handle anything. But apparently, I learned about my voice that I need to train it. So this was 12 years ago. I never forgot that answer. So it helped me the rest of my life because I understood when I was going to an audition, I needed to practice a long time before to make my voice become strong enough and flexible enough. I couldn't just expect my voice to be there always. And I had never thought about that before, just expected it to be there. But that's apparently not how my voice works, which is sort of obvious when I look back at it, but I didn't know that at that time. So that was a very symbolic dream, but I understood it. It was very clear. Now I'm going to teach you how you can receive an answer to a dream, a technique that I've been using many times. If it doesn't work the first time, doesn't work the third time or the 10th time, try it again. This is a practice. Don't give up. All right. So when you go to bed, I want you to be really clear about the question you're going to ask. So it's not wishy-washy, it's really clear sentence that you have in your mind. Then I want you also to have a glass of water by your bed. So then you sit by your bed or lie in your bed and you close your eyes and you repeat that sentence, or you say that sentence or that question that you have to your higher self or God or whoever you are comfortable, connecting with. That is sort of your connection to the force and all that is. So say the question, and then after that, say, I will remember my dreams tonight, and I will understand the answer. So one, you state the question, then you say also, I will remember my dream or dreams. And the third sentence, and I will understand the answer that I'm receiving. Because we need to remember our dreams in order to receive the answer. And we also want to understand the symbols and the message during the dream. So we really ask in the dream, please make this understandable for me. Then we drink half of the water in the glass, half of the water, and put it down. And then you close your eyes and you go to sleep. And try not to think too much. I know that's, when I say try not to think, that's what you're going to do, right? But see if you can just put your head on your pillow and just, go to sleep. Then in the morning, the first thing I want you to do is to reach out to that glass and drink the rest of the water. You put it back, then you go back and lay down, and you try to fish in the dream, like I talked about in the first video, that you see if you can remember anything that you dreamt that night, even if it was a blue sweater. Grab that blue sweater, see if you can expand more about that dream, see if you can go backwards or forwards in the dream, feel if you feel anything, if you had any feelings in the dream, what did you feel, and see if you can expand, and grasp as much as you can of that dream as possible to see if there was a dream there with an answer. Now, you might not receive an answer in that dream that night. You might actually receive an answer during the day. So you don't necessarily receive the answer in the dream. You might do, but you might also receive it through a friend coming to you saying something. It's really magical and mystical how these forces work. If you don't receive an answer right away, don't be discouraged. Keep at it and ask the same question again and again, because you really are giving a signal to your higher self and your inner being that this is something I really need an answer to. Now, there are some cases that you're not receiving an answer. Maybe you were not ready to know. Maybe it wouldn't help you to know. Maybe you're not supposed to know. And then we sort of need to just let that go and accept that. Maybe you will get that answer in 10 years. However, if your soul feels that you're ready to hear the answer, you will receive the answer. Just keep at it. So I'm just going to repeat the technique. So you go to bed, you have a clear question in your mind, you say the question, then you say, I will remember my dreams and I will understand the message in the dream. Then you drink half of the glass, then you go to bed, then in the morning, you go to the glass, you drink the rest of the water, you go back to bed and see if you can fish in the dream, remember the dream, then you can write it down, you can record it on your phone and see if there is any message in that dream. All right. I hope this was helpful, and I would love to hear any experiences that you might have with this if you try this technique. Maybe you've tried it before even. And if you want to go deeper into the world of dreams, I can highly recommend to check out my playlist about lucid dreams, out-of-body experiences, and astral traveling for those of you who are dream seekers and want to dive deeper. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And if you haven't before, please subscribe to my channel. Lots of beautiful things are coming here all the time. Much light from Norway. Bye.